Before we announce the next winner, ready for some more 2K TV Interactive? Paint protectors are so valuable to team defense in the NBA.
So, which player led the NBA in blocks during the 2024-25 regular season?
Was it Brook Lopez, Miles Turner, Victor Wembanyama, or Walker Kessler?
Wemby really proved himself over this last season.
And next, we'll give away our 2K TV Most Proven Award to the player with
Season 7 is currently in progress. One day.
Concha.
You were the top rookie last month and ever.
We want your time to be arranged to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having any issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please use the word "no." You simply do 5555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concerns immediately.
A reminder, fans, we hope you'll come and join us for Trading Card Day. The first 10,000 fans in the arena will receive
こんにゃく WW
Don't forget to make sure we have tickets available for upcoming home games. Stop by the ticket booth or visit us online and grab yours today.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jimmy Butler.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Joel Embiid. Jones is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 3 spot. And for Golden State, Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's MP. Then it's Curry. And it's Payton in at the small forward position. And Butler sends it back. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Embiid against Green. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game, and the basket by MP.
And being able to slot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Pass to Jones. Back to Maxey. Here's McCain. The tray. He can't get that one. It's tipped. Here's Grimes. 8 points his last outing. Now here's Jones. Embiid with the screen on Payton. Grimes passes to Embiid. It's rebounded by Payton.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Green finds MP. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. MP's got 6.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
Embiid with a screen on MP. McCain's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Maxey. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Butler against Jones. Here's McCain. He had 35 points last game out.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Trailing here by 8. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's McCain, covered by MP. McCain's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Green. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock to stop the run. Embiid, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And how about the leaping ability? Butler gets off the ground so fast, especially on these alley-oops.
Outside, Maxey jacks up a 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Warriors lead by 15. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. MP out there with Pajemski. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons taking off, launching himself right through the defense and rendering that D helpless.
Pass to Pajemski. Back to MP. Another miss by MP. The 76ers trail by 14. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Cleveland was phenomenal. He scored 24 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Found a way to impact the game in a number of ways. A terrific all-around effort. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Embiid the screen. Good on the triple. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Simmons. Takes it inside.
Well, I think he's the ultimate point forward. Simmons has the skills of a point guard, the size of a 4-man, and is terrific off the bounce.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys. MP really making a difference here.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they got to change things up.
So it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight.
Well, you look at all the assisted buckets. I like how they're working together. Ball movement and selfless play can be in.
Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month award recipient. And that's a halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And on the board for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid out there with Derek Jones, and it's Grimes in at the 3 slot. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to McCain. And it's off from 3-point range. Warriors leading by 23. That shot wide open. MP's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Maxey. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Maxey's got 6 points.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
Payton the bounce pass. Here's Green. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid the screen. Grimes. No good from outside.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says...
あきちゃん配信をご視聴の皆様こんばんは。本日の配信は NBA でございます。ごゆっくりご視聴コメントしてくださいね。チャンネル登録高評価よろしくお願いいたします。
Ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. And we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. The 76ers making a switch here. Edwards has checked in. Here's McCain. From outside, off the mark.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Back to Kuminga. Down low. Here's Payton. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Payton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip. Off target with his 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
どうもはじめまして、ニコニコ。
He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
Maxey passes to Jones. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. And again, unable to change momentum here. Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
To the left side wing. Jones against Kuminga.
こんばんは。
MP way outside, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Maxey with it. Now Payton defending. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 16-6 run. From outside the arc.
自分は NBA 2K25 の配信をやってるものです。 バスケ配信してる人を久しぶりに見たので来ました。
Got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Embiid, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got 6 points.
Embiid will eat you alive on the offensive boards. You've got to box that guy out.
MV outside. Here's Peyton. Good, and the assist goes to MV. MV's got 5 assists tonight. And so it's MV making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. We've got more.
今は夕飯を食べているので、コンピューター同士の配信になってしまっているのですがね。
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works. Oh, so
二重間タンフ、そうなんですね。
You a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
「自分ベタですが、ようこそです。
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
MP's an elite shooter already. To come into the league and not.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
I'm just hoping to get through this game as quickly as possible.
自分まだまだ下手なんですが、コンピューターの一番難易度が高い殿堂入りと試合やってますしょう。
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. And midway through the year, a perfect time to check in on our Rookie of the Year rankings. We're halfway to seeing who grabs the award. Well, we're in the middle of the season, and he's got to really step up to even get into the Rookie of the Year conversation.
He's not far outside the top 10, but hard to see him factoring into the race of Rookie of the Year at this point.
Yeah, I think his target should be all rookies, second team at this point. If he's even paying attention to all that hoopla, really, it's just about helping your team win games.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at small forward. And for the Warriors,
そうなんですね。ニヤッと笑う。
then there's Stephen Curry, then it's MP, and it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we've heard from MP himself how much a rivalry game means to him. He knows the history of this franchise as well as any of the diehard fans.
I just love MP's competitiveness. Some people feel like rivalries aren't as important anymore, but he's gone the other route. He's looking to motivate his teammates any way he can. And that's why he's declared war on the opponents they have the most history with.
All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Hey, Brian, as we know, a rivalry game tonight, and MP knows this one means a little more. I asked him about it, and he said it's a special matchup. You can feel it. Everyone from the front office to the PR guys to the coaching staff to the players, everybody's hyper-focused on getting this win. And then he added, and don't forget about our great fans, we know you guys want this one. This W is for you.
Yeah, good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Well, Stan, the NBA Cup has been a roaring success. How do you see it evolve through the years now?
Well, I don't know exactly how it'll evolve, but I thought it was a great move by the NBA to give players something to play for before the end of the season.
And that one's good. Green.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
Morant, the pass to Wells. Jackson against Butler. Pass to Wells. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Morant. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
自分は操作してるキャラ以外の9人を見て試合してるんで、かなり大変です。
It deflects off the backboard. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Wells. Outside Morant. Let's go with a 3. And it's Morant again missing. The Warriors have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp.
難しいんですね。
In the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Lets it fly. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Morant's got 7.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Curry passes to MP. Payton with it. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Grizzlies with the rebound. Last time they met was in Memphis.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team.
視野の広さと瞬時に判断する頭の回転も必要です。For
whatever reason, they could not find the handle.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Pass to MP from behind the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Wells. Now here's Payne. Jackson outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. Leading by 5. MP, the pass to Green. Curry surveys. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Wells. And here's Jackson. Outside Payne. They get it back. Memphis shooting their first free throws of the night now. That free throw no good.
Shooting for Memphis. At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. The Warriors lead by 7. Pass to post. Outside Kuminga. Outside Moody. To the inside. Outside Pajemski. This one for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We've got Brandon Clark, Santi Aldama out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Pippen in at the point guard position. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers played really superb basketball. He finished with 30 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. He was locked in all night.
チャンネル登録しときますね。
Into this game, guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset.
ありがとうございます。
We're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Clark finds Kennard.
私もあるけどできなさそう。
And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. MP, the pass to Kuminga. Now here's Moody, guarded by Aldama. Now here's Pajemski, tightly guarded, uses the glass on the layup. Pajemski's got 7 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a
かなりむずいですね、最初は。
people in a hard
チャンネル登録ありがとうございます。ハートの笑顔。
MP outside, fires for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Grizzlies trail by 18. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they need to find a way to get back on track.
Timeout call, Memphis.
Chip. 頭が回らない、笑い転げる。
Chip.
Show.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. The Warriors on top, just dominating this one. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And that'll do it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Butler in at the 4. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. Some rebuilds take longer than others. And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
MP, the pass to Butler. And that one drops for him. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Morant finds Jackson. Now Morant. And there's the screen. There's the triple. And again, it's Memphis missing.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
And that one's good. Green.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Outside Bane. Back to Morant. Takes a 13-footer. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
A nice shot by MP.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have you back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Got it. Morant's got 17.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And that one's good. Morant.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
Curry passes to MP. 1:37 left in the third. Payton with a screen on Jackson. Puts it up from 12. Again, Golden State.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Jackson outside. Wells, the pass to Bane. Curry against Morant. Jack's up a 3. Morant missing again.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Baseline try. Butler out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And the Warriors make some changes. Kuminga, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Moody comes in for Payton. And Pajemski subbed in for Curry. Pippen, the pass to Aldama. Now here's Morant. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Moody passes to MP. drops in the three. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You can bet MP.
うまいね、目が星の笑顔。
Pass to Clark. Jackson against Kuminga. Here's Morant.
それ決めるのうめえ。
Wow, it's like Ja has the ball on a string.
Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 20-6 run. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And the basket by Pippen.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And the shot goes.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
俺もそろそろ配信戻らんと。コンピューター同士の試合とか泥試合すぎて面白くない。
Magnified and intense.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we'll see you next time.
「ありがとうございます。ユッキーさんも頑張ってください。またのお越しをお待ちしております。
Thanks so much, MP. I need this one bad.
Closer?
また来ます。自分もよく配信やってる方なので、いつでも待ってます。手を振る？ありがとうございました。サムズアップ。ありがとうございます。ウインク。
poop, they go into the run, just eat your cabin, eat your food, drink your water, take your toys, and then you may go inside to the poop again.
Crowd looks hot tonight. Better come with it.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. In this game, you'll see the Sacramento Kings against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jimmy Butler.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, MP out there with Curry. Then it's Butler, and it's Green, and it's Payton in at the 3 slot. So, Brent, at this point of the season, do teams still have time to figure things out?
I think there's always time, Kevin, to figure out where you are. Again, the expectations in the early part of the season about how competitive your team was going to be, that's critical in your decision-making as to what you want to do with the roster. But if you think that you can get into a deep playoff run, you've got to be honest about how these parts are fitting in and whether or not you need a change.
Now, here's MP. Following the missed shot by Sabonis. Sabonis with the steal. DeRozan surveying the D. Ellis outside. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Kings. Butler finds Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Tough to contest that one. Draymond went right up into a one-piece shooting motion.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Now, when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them, guys.
Thanks, David. For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 6.
MP looking solid from there.
The Kings have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
MP finds Curry. Back to MP. Butler passes to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now here's Levine. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Can't cash in from close range. Here's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Here's Butler, an easy 2 points on the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The Kings trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And DeRozan kicks to Ellis. Fires the 3. The Warriors pull it in. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Sacramento's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. So both teams making some changes here. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry and they've played physical.
Here's Lyles. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Levine feeling it out a bit. Pass to LaRavia. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Now MP. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Now Moody. MP outside. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Good! Another from 3.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
You know, he's worked on his craft and improved in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch as we've seen from deep guys, but that's definitely not the only way he can score. Levine for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the action in just... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the court right now for the Kings, Carter out there with Davis. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Trey Lyons. And it's Laravia in the small forward position. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. MP, in the last time out against the Grizzlies, delivered a performance for the ages. He scored 20 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. He was pretty much big everywhere, doing a little bit of everything. He had a strong all-around game. Is a repeat performance in the cards? We'll see. Guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And it's Carter missing. Warriors leading by 11. Here's MP. It's MP muscling his way for two.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Davis, the pass to Carter. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
So for the Kings, their last game a win against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Yeah, in talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Back to MP. Here's Kuminga. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Kuminga's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Fourth, Jonas Valanciunas.
He must be spending a lot of time.
Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this.
Howdy, folks. I know you've...
Love the passion he's bringing in every game. He's got a bottomless pit of energy, Ernie. You only see that in vets.
Yeah, you can tell this guy just wants to hoop. And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for Golden State.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Curry has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Draymond Green. Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Peyton, and it's Butler in at the 4. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Sabonis, and the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And Sabonis just rolling off that pick, ready to make any kind of play.
Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Outside DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Peyton. Here's DeRozan. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And Levine, here we go. It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead. Sacramento's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Back to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
And he's been reliable as ever on offense. Levine working hard to make a big impact on that end.
Curry passes to MP. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Levine against MP. Again, Levine missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. In the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history.
Making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Sabonis. Trey Lyles comes in for Keegan Murray, and it's Ellison for DeMar DeRozan. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
On the court right now for the Kings, we've got Trey Lyles. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's LaRavia in at the three.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
LaVine kicks to Valanciunas. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. From 7, and that one drops for him.
And that's where Jonas is going to do most of his damage. Down low, playing physical, and knocking guys around.
Butler on the way. And here's MP for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Timeout, Sacramento. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. And they double up DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. It's good from long range.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Payton looking around. Back to MP. Inside, MP gets it.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Here's DeRozan. Great D that time from Payton.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss. Man, is Draymond Green out there playing with a watch? Good timing on that alley-oop.
Here's DeRozan. Here's Levine. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bobbed up there for Green.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. A 12-point game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Count that bucket.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
Here's MP. Book it! MP with a tough shot.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
They get it back. Pass to DeRozan. In the corner, it's Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Levine with that high arching shot from the corner.
Warriors leading by 9. MP passes to Payton. Now here's Curry. Golden State moving it around. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Drills the three-pointer.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan, and this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Butler. And the layup is good. And the Warriors lead by 14. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence.
Incredible shooting out there, MP.
Should we pick up something for dinner?
Oh, but we got
You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
Like those kicks, MP.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jimmy Butler.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Davion Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5, down low. And for the Warriors, they've got Gary Payton II. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's MP. And it's Curry in at the 1. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined. But we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Miami making their last shot on the wing. Payton. Back to MP. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer.
And the three ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Pass to Adebayo. Down low. Here's Ware. It's not going to go for him. Green with the defensive effort. MP against Mitchell. That one's good from Green. And the assist by MP.
Zero fear in Green's game. Loves mixing it up down low.
Outside Mitchell. The rebound by Payton. Now the Warriors with it. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Green. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Free throw no good for Green.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Outside Payton. Pass to Butler. Curry with it. They set the pick. All alone. And there's another one for the Warriors.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him, anything to discourage him from taking shots." So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Let's check out the best NBA teams from the field this season. The Warriors, number 1.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Hero outside. And no good. The dry spell continues. MP with it. Now Wiggins defending. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Heat have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Pass to Adebayo. Up top, Hero from the arc. Gets rebounded by Golden State. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Heat trail by 11. Hero outside. Takes it inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
You're coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick.
Right side, Green. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Green's got 8.
I just love the ball move.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Robinson, he's checked in for Hero. MP shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Wiggins.
カリー好きだけど、カリーの邪魔したくなくて、ウォリアーズ入団は避けて、ウィザーズでプールの邪魔してる。
Point range.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
Kuminga, the pass to MP. On target from range. MP's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Mitchell. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. 50 seconds left in the first. Outside Moody. Pass to post. Outside Pajemski. Just 5 to shoot. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look.
こんばんは。
Manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. 13 feet out. Adebayo, no good. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Kuminga. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Jake came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Boy, for the Warriors, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
They've got Jonathan Kuminga. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Kevon Looney, and it's Peyton in at the 3. That's the Warriors 5. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He dropped 27 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. A statement game from him where he took his play to the next level. What's he have in store for us tonight, guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt or I would have been out of league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
On the wing, Curry, defended by Burks. Curry against Burks. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the Warriors. New group here for the Warriors. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Wiggins comes in for Hero. Here's Adebayo. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Outside Robinson to the paint. Here's Wiggins. Nice D from Moody. Golden State has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. MP, the pass to Butler. Back to MP. The 3 is up. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
MP against Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Tipped. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Adebayo against Butler. Now Adebayo. He's got 7. Outside Robinson. Takes the 3. Drains the triple. Robinson's got 6 points in the quarter. MP getting it done for the Warriors. Helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be right back after this word.
The Eastern Conference winner, Trae Young.
Young's offensive output has been off the chart. He's always a high usage guy, but lately, almost every.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Warriors.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. They've got Davion Mitchell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Ryan, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allen.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Mitchell's shot is good.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And again for 3.
Defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship, and he's already proven in his rookie year there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It's been a lot of fun to watch him expand his skills this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all time for 3-pointers in a rookie campaign. Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Ware, Green covering. Kuminga against Adebayo. Pass to Hero, 5 on the clock. Over Green. Here's Ware. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Ware's got 5.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Curry finds MP. Now Payton. Outside Curry. From downtown. Connects from downtown.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Ware. Hero outside. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Golden State has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Green, a screen. Curry's shot is off. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Hero outside. Pass to Wiggins.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Adebayo in the post. Guarded by Payton. Hero for 3. The rebound by Payton. Payton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's hammered home by Green.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Driving inside. Rebounded by Green. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 14-5 run. MP, and the layup falls. MP's got 22 points.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Adebayo passes to Wiggins. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside for Mitchell. 4 on the clock. And that one's drained from the low block. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from three.
Well, as the three-point bombs just keep raining down, he just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
Well, you got to think he's going to be one of the biggest draft picks in the last decade, maybe two. Hard to argue with how he's approached his three-point prowess.
You really get nonstop.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home.
He's looking like he's going to be one of the greatest shooters in the NBA.
配信終了します。ご視聴コメントありがとうございました。お疲れ様です。ご視聴ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。にっこりキス。